What is going on? We've got a good one today. Going on a road trip. I promise. This is going to be an awesome video. Hang in there, we'll get to the action. All right, what's going on? And man, oh man, do we have a special one today. We are on Bowen Island, technically West Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. But Bowen Island, caught the ferry, the car ferry over here. The brand new 56-meter pump, booming. You can't even see it from here. 50 cubic meters for foundation walls all the way up there. So we're gonna have the boom flat out through the trees, plugged into about 200 feet of hose. We got Ian's pump here carrying the gear. But the line pump is the hose caddy. And they're doing this with volumetric mixers, which is really cool. So they're gonna actually mix us up some grout, which they have the ability to do with these things for our pry mount. So we get all stretched out, connect up to everything, and away we go. 25-foot double-ended 3-inch hose. We're not pumping through that. We reach out, we lay that hose out, and then we'll connect up to the rest of the system. So it's gonna be a good time. I promise. I promise. I know I promise that a lot, but I really mean it this time. So this is gonna be fun. To get to where we wanna land the boom to connect up to the system, we're gonna have to stretch out, drop down, probably slide between a couple branches on that tree to get the trajectory that we want. It's a little bit of a challenge. I was hoping that we could have pulled, we probably actually could have pulled forward another foot or two. That would kind of mess with our angle. This is almost a better angle actually, so don't mind me, I'm just thinking out loud right now. You still want to scratch the paint, man? You're kicking a little bit to the right. Oh yeah. There we go. Maybe, yeah, you know what? Maybe we're right. Maybe bring 4 and 5 over, or sort of straight up, and then swing the boom over and come back in on those branches. They're a little bit more resilient than what I had anticipated.
We got that one we're on right now.
Yeah, if we get that one to flip back up, but then we just swing back in. All right. I think bring 4 and 5 straight up and cut over to the right more before we swing in on that. Yeah, so bring right up and then cut right back out of the branches, and then we'll come back in so we don't have branches right between the boom. Right? No, because if we go up one branch, we've got a nice void and there's nothing in the way, right?
The only reason I have a void is because we're sitting on them.
Think so?
But see, they come up with.
Let me see how it looks.
We're good there, and I can sneak forward spot.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's a good spot. That's a good spot. We like that. Just wanted to make sure none of those branches are hanging up on any hydraulic lines or electrical. Better perspective at it from here. We're in really good shape there. How many times am I gonna make this hike today? Oh yeah, we're almost perfect.
Okay, hang tight there first. I got some rocks in the hose.
You had rocks fall in the hose?
Yeah.
Oh, this is pretty wild. All right. Sweet.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll pull the hose out a bit, just so there's less weight hanging on the boom.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Maybe we'll connect up here.
Really?
So what I say, let's prime the grout through the 3-inch, just get a little bit through.
I think if you just come down.
Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect.
Okay, good, good.
Tell them to take it up a good bit, just because it's going to come down when it loads up with concrete.
Up a little bit.
It is going to drop a good. There we go.
Yep.
Okay. So let's pump.
Exactly.
We'll pump a little bit of the growth through the 3-inch, and then we'll hook up to the 2.5 and go the rest of the way. Okay?
What is that?
We'll pump a little bit of growth through the 3-inch. We'll prime some growth through the 3, and then we'll hook up to the rest of the way. That growth's probably going to dry out quite a bit by the time it gets through the whole boom and the hose.
Okay. We're gonna put water in the hopper first, right?
A little bit, yeah. And then just when he's priming through, if I'm not up here, just keep contact as that boom sags. Just make sure he knows to pick it up.
Yeah.
And ideally, when it's full of concrete and we're pumping, it's going to sit at about this height.
Okay.
And we should be good. Say hi.
Hi.
What's up?
You have the rubber scissors?
Yeah.
Here.
Pouring all these walls. All scribed to rock. 50 cubic meters. We will get the drone up here. We'll definitely get the drone up. The scenery is unreal. But yeah, the setup actually worked. That's good. That's right where we calculated, guesstimated that we would reach to. I'm happy. It's exactly what we envisioned. Yeah. Nailed it. Now we just got to pump it. Just little thin branches, nothing nothing large enough that I have any major concern, nothing snagging up on any holding valves. That's the big one, right? You don't want anything substantial interfering with your holding valves. That would be a very bad scene. But I'm actually really happy with this. Man, this is steep. This is steep. All right, let's mix up some grout and rock and roll.
Special grout.
So to make grout, you just no rock and everything else stays the same?
No rock, just sand.
Just sand and cement. What does each one of these trucks do? About 7 cubic meters?
7, yeah.
And you guys, your batching area or material supply is just across the road?
We got a silo and all the aggregate over there.
So no waiting on trucks, nothing today. Amazing. Just waiting on the pump guys.
Gonna get rid of a little more rock here.
Oh, okay. You close it up and then run the belt a little bit.
Turn the power off.
Still feeding through. Oh, there we go. It's still feeding through. James will put some water in the hopper out of the grout. We're gonna run the rock off of the belt. There's a little bit of rock remaining on that belt, so we'll barf it on the ground here, so we don't get any grout in our, or any rock in our first bit of grout. Beautiful. And now we get a wonderful concoction of sand and cement. Yeah, so these guys are local on the on Bowen Island here. Back in the day, we used to have to get ready mix from the mainland, and then they got busy in town, and most of the suppliers didn't want to come over to the island. So now they've got these the local guys here that service the community. Super handy for us. There's our grout. Wonderful. Ready. Like 2 full strokes of grout for this. That should work. Yeah. I'll get him to take a couple strokes and then go into the concrete. Hey James, take like 2 strokes. Watch it, it might splash a little bit. It's gonna be splashing now. Pump up. Let's switch over one more time, just so that both barrels are full. Beautiful. How handy is that? Being able to mix grout right on site like that. No need for any primer in the prime port or in the lines or anything. I like that. That is a huge benefit to using those mixers. So like I said, I'm gonna go up top here, We'll prime through just through the 3-inch hose and then connect up to the rest of the line. I don't want to prime the whole thing in one shot. That's just encroaching on a small chance, but a chance of a massive air pocket. So we'll just make sure that we get through the boom here first in the one hose before we hook up to everything else. Are you ready on the radio? That's going to start sagging pretty soon. So we know Ian didn't leave a sponge in the hose. Oh, up, up, up. Just on the tip. Up, up, up. A little more. More. Okay, good, good, good. Up, up, up. Yep. Oh, good. We had a little timber. You guys have any 4x6 or anything? I'm just going to stick a timber under that reducer just so it's not pinching into the ground. Yeah, 6x6 would be mint.
Yeah, we're gonna put some wood for it.
Okay.
I wonder if they put water in it?
These guys will hook up now to the rest of the hose. We will. We'll just throw it right under the reducer there. Beautiful.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah, I like that. Okay. Tell James to come down a little bit, Ian. We'll bring it down a little bit.
Down a bit on your sector.
Down, 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 down. A little more, a little more, a little more. There, good. Okay. Love it. Okay.
Not on the high side, really on the low.
Okay, let's see here. Woo.
Fun. Okay.
Do you guys just puke the grout outside the form, or what do you do with it normally?
Pardon?
For the grout, do you want to puke it outside of the form, or do you skim it in the bottom, or?
I think Paul said to just put it inside. Yeah.
Okay, just skim it. Okay.
Need more hose? No, I'm just making sure the water's. Oh, we're good to. Oh, it's coming through? Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Here, I'll slide around you.
Need more hose? No.
Man, you're through. I bet you'll get one perimeter pass on average.
Yeah.
5 feet. It's 8-inch wall or 10?
It's 8-inch.
You'll probably get 6 feet up
Yeah, okay.
at the deepest points.
Yeah, it's about like a 6-foot difference from there to here kind of thing.
Maybe a couple more strokes around. Couple more strokes. Couple more strokes, Ian. Get into the good stuff.
You can even spray some on the deck there.
Sure. Okay. On the deck?
It dives down so much.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Ian, couple more strokes, buddy. Couple more strokes. You plugged? No. What?
No.
How did it plug? No way. How on earth did that plug? Maybe where the grout met the concrete? Okay. I bet it's segregated where the grout, where it transitioned from grout to concrete. Easily solved. Okay. Break it right here.
We're gonna have a lot of grout coming back.
Yeah, it's okay. If a bit of grout dribbles on the gravel, it's okay. Yeah, okay. Okay. That's a vacuum, not pressure. Oh yeah. Yeah, I just segregated.
That's a 3 to 2.5.
Really plugged.
Yeah.
Nobody brought a hammer? Why would we need that, right? Oh yeah, of course, tight clamp. Okay.
Reg, careful. I'm gonna kink it.
Yeah, it's just a ball of sand. Okay. Get him to take a little shot forward. Make sure it's clear.
Pump on, couple strokes, one stroke.
Good. Okay. Ooh, that's rocky. A little rocky.
You want me to tell him to do less on the rock? You wanna decline?
No, I think it's just wow. Yeah, it was just the grout segregating. Do you have enough length to do the cobra on that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Alright. There you go.
Hold up.
Alright. Alright. Okay. Oh, come on. Hand throw or what?
Crappy rubber.
Okay. 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 Yeah, I just segregated right where it transitioned from grout to concrete. Oh yeah, we're good now. I'll hang back here for a bit. Beautiful. Love it. Yeah, a little bit of a rocky transition. All right, they're through. They got concrete. We'll go up to the forms now. We're good. All right, now she's pumping well. Pressures are a little bit up there, about 55 bar, 30 meters an hour. It's a little high, but I mean, we got a good bit of line out here, so. But yeah, just that first little transition. It's a little bit of a challenge, but all in all, so far, so good. That's nice. So we got barely any contact with any of these branches now by the time we got our boom all set. Just barely touching that one little guy there. So very, very happy with how this worked out. That's how they dial in the sand and the rock, and they've got the gates. They walk those gates up and down. Change the proportions around. I'm really fond of these things for certain applications. They definitely have their place. Maybe not on like large volume commercial pours, but for a lot of what we do, they're really, really, really nifty. There's my dad term for the day. They're nifty. Pumping great so far. trekking along here. Interesting scenario. Because the truck doesn't have a drum and isn't a ready mix truck, we cannot pump back into it when we're done. So we have a couple washout bags on the ground over there. We can pump out into those. Or the other option, because there's a washout spot right across the street, we might actually, as dumb as it sounds, we might pump out into Ian's hopper, pump down into Ian's hopper, just so we got room to pull the sponge back, and take both pumps across the street to wash out there, and then we don't have to leave these guys any concrete on site whatsoever. So we might just do that. So the dunnage rack is awesome. James gives it the stamp of approval. Hey James, without swearing, without any foul language, can you describe to me how much you like the dunnage rack?
Like what?
How much you like the dunnage rack, but without using any curse words?
The dunnage rack is amazing. It's a complete game changer, and I could work for another 10 years now.
By 10 he means 30. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Sign him up. Sign him up. Yeah. No, it's so nice. At the end of the day, even at the start of the day, but especially the end of a long day, not having to muscle all that stuff back up onto the decks. And that is fastened through factory points on the outrigger that are actually intended for optional stowage racks in different markets. So it ties in here, ties in up top. There's no welding whatsoever going onto the structure. Obviously, that's a huge no-no. Yeah, it's a beauty. All right, well, let's head on back up the hill and check out how things are going on that end of the action. All right, well, I was worried about this stuff maybe not kicking off quick enough because it's batched on site. But yeah, no, she's got some good set to her, which is a good thing for these walls, the way that they're scribed to the rock. Oh yeah, even the grout's got a good set. Yeah, if you look at their formwork here, look at this, it's beautiful. See how it's all scribed right into the rock. Very nicely done. We got the little Milwaukee compressor up top and the blow up caps. When we're done, we'll just blow all the lines right out. Bingo bango, piece of cake. Oh yeah, they're already topping up here. Amazing the production level when you've got ready mix supply literally right across the street and no city traffic to deal with. Should have brought the 3-inch, right?
Yeah.
Someone's gonna say that. Oh my God, you pumped that through 2.5-inch hose. Pretty good for tall lifts, eh? It's pretty good for tall lifts. Get up this quick. Beautiful. So my crazy idea to minimize mess on site, because we can't really pump down the hopper low enough uphill to get the sponges back, was to swing over, fill the hopper on the Y Sexy, and
You're crazy.
and just dump it across the street. They got a washout across the street.
Have you seen how clean my hopper is? What is this? Is it cleaner than Ian's hopper?
You saw that video?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, that was Brandon from Corridor. I mean, it kind of was cleaner, to be honest. But yeah, that's a crazy idea we're entertaining.
No, his hopper was nice.
It's decent, yeah. But no, then we don't have to leave anything on site. I'm gonna go check the access though, see how steep it is. So but that's what I'm thinking. That could be a world's first.
Okay, so what are we doing? Pumping it into...
Pump the hopper right down into your hopper, so he's got room to pull the sponge back, and then you both go across the street and dump it. It's so dumb. It would probably only go on TikTok.
Oh.
It's not a horrible idea.
Yeah, it is.
And then we leave no mess. Well, no, because you're not washing out your barrels or anything. You're just literally filling the hopper and dumping the hopper. Thinking about it.
No, I'm not. I'm pretending I didn't hear you.
We'll revisit this in a moment. Yeah, every time we stop and restart, because of the height the boom's at, it pushes the one cylinder back, and we restart, and we get a little air pocket out the hose basically every single time. Good times. Just gonna top this wall up, a little sprinkle over there, and do those 4 columns, and we out.
Like a boom now.
Okay, I know, I pick on Ian a lot, but he thought my idea was so dumb about pumping out into the hopper his pump. I gotta take a jab at him. Ian, bro. Come on, man. Do better. That's a little better. Yeah, so it's just a light top up here, and then the 4 columns. And the beauty thing about the volumetric trucks, you don't have to wait around to calculate a balance order, or a callback, as they call it in some areas. Just send a truck, and you use what you use, and what you don't can be used at a later date. So, but yeah, while we're here, look at this formwork. I'm really impressed with this. They scribed all that into the rock, and I think they had 1 or 2 small leaks, is it, for 18-foot tall walls on top of these things. It's pretty impressive. Right. Some of the finer work I've seen in a while, that's for sure. Not sure if these guys work just on Bowen Island or if they do stuff on the mainland in West Vancouver too. I'm not sure. But that's who we're working for here today, and they've been extremely accommodating to our needs, which is very much appreciated. It always helps things go smoothly. They use the Ranger there to haul all the hoses up the hill, so yeah, definitely makes a difficult pour go a lot smoother. Last couple columns. All right, so we're done. All in all, that went fantastically well. A lot quicker than we anticipated. We started pouring at about 8:30. We started pouring, and it is currently 1:30, so 6 hours. I thought we might be pouring this till shoot 5-6 o'clock at night tonight, so that's great. So the plan is, we'll break off at the 2.5 to 3 reducer. Ian's gonna use the little Milwaukee compressor, blow all those hoses back into this area here. I don't like pumping uphill through a hose, obviously, or pumping out uphill through a hose. So I'm gonna knock down to the 5 to 4 reducer, and we'll pump down whatever we can right onto the ground here. And then we'll go back down, and whatever is left after we suck back and everything else and dump on the ground, they're actually gonna do a little slab down below there. So they actually have a use for that concrete, so there's no need to do my crazy idea of pumping out into Ian's hopper and taking it across the street. So we got a plan. Stay tuned. All right, so I'll break this off here. Yeah. Like that. Got to make those sounds. Yeah. Whenever you lift anything heavy. Adds 20% strength, I promise. So we'll blow these hoses out right here, and then we'll put the lid down on the hopper and pump the boom pump out. Or pump the boom out right on the ground here too. Yeah. Now.
Get on your knees.
Oh boy. Okay, so sponge in. Okay.
I have to go down and grab the adapter.
Huh?
The adapter for the blow cap?
Oh no, really? Ian. Run! Run! Alright.
You want to turn here?
Yeah, put it on there first, obviously. Yeah. Yeah. That works. What am I doing? Want to see a trick? I'll show you a trick. Literally. Spit on it. Watch. It works though. They call that the Haktula. Let's see what we got for air. Oh yeah. I'll go to that end. Oh, that clamp's leaking like a bastard. Wow. All right, bag in place. Try again. That's better. Yeah, she's going. Should be right there. That was the softest landing ever. Love it.
It's all about the twist.
Nice twist. All right, here we go. Dunnage crane in action. Are you ready for it? You're gonna get fat, man.
Already getting fat. What the hell?
How awesome is that? It is amazing. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love it. Beautiful. Okay, I'll go check the washout spot. All right, well, that's it. That's all. We're gonna take this thing across the street to the ready mix place. Sorry, volumetric mix, the concrete plant, and we're gonna wash out there. So I'm just gonna run over there now, check for access, make sure we can get down the road. We'll make it work one way or another. Anyhow, wicked day, went way faster than we thought. Super happy. You know how it goes, keep on pumping, one of these, one of those, catch you on the next one. I almost forgot my favorite coffee cup. Shout out to Weiss Brothers out in Ontario. Great guys, great company. If you're in Ontario, check them out. Weiss Brothers, for all your concrete pumping needs. Okay, watch this maneuverability of this machine with the rear steer. This is great. Not bad for a 50-foot long, 100,000 pound rig.